Have you ever stopped to think about the last piece of smoked duck you ate? Do you know how it was prepared, or what it takes to produce it on an industrial scale? Most of us never see what happens behind the scenes. Beyond the packaging lies a world of strict quality control, advanced production lines, and hygiene standards that leave nothing to chance. Some of what you're about to see is impressive. Some of it may surprise you. Today we're going behind the scenes to discover how smoked duck is actually produced. In large-scale poultry processing facilities, enormous volumes of raw chicken meat move through a critical preparation stage. Workers in full protective gear carefully sort through massive piles, separating prime portions, trimming away excess, and removing anything that fails strict quality standards. Every decision at this point matters. The meat must be clean, consistent, and safe before it continues into further processing, freezing, or transformation into concentrated flavor bases used across the food industry. This is not small-scale work. Modern facilities routinely handle tens of thousands of kilograms of poultry every day, operating under tight hygiene protocols that have become essential to feeding global demand safely and efficiently. A parallel process unfolds with staple vegetables. On high-volume potato lines, workers peel and cut thousands of kilograms of potatoes by hand, creating uniform pieces while removing any imperfections. The prepared portions are collected and moved forward for cooking or dehydration. This stage turns fresh produce into stable, shelf-ready ingredients that can be stored for months and still deliver reliable flavor and texture. Industrial vegetable processing plants often manage many tons of potatoes per day, blending mechanical efficiency with skilled manual work to maintain the consistency required for large-scale food manufacturing. These foundational steps, precise meat preparation and careful vegetable processing, form the hidden backbone of countless convenience products. In the heart of large-scale food production, fresh vegetables undergo careful initial handling. Bunches of green onions and similar produce arrive in volume and are sorted by hand to maintain quality and uniformity. This step prepares them for washing, trimming, and especially heat treatment because controlled heat effectively breaks down proteins and plant fibers, releasing flavors and making the ingredients more suitable for dehydration or concentration into shelf-stable powders. The process transforms simple greens into potent aromatic elements that later define the taste of countless packaged meals. At the same time, poultry follows its own high-volume path. After initial processing, large quantities of birds are collected in massive stainless steel containers for efficient movement through the facility. These bins hold hundreds of kilograms at once, allowing the meat to be chilled, transported, and prepared under strict hygiene conditions before further refinement into broth bases or savory flavor components. Such systems operate at enormous scale, where precision temperature control and rapid handling ensure both safety and consistency across millions of future servings. These foundational stages, from fresh produce to raw protein, reveal just how complex the creation of everyday seasoning packets truly is. advanced food manufacturing, liquid extracts, rich with flavors drawn from meat, vegetables, and spices, enter a critical concentration stage. The mixture is fed into large stainless steel vessels where intense heat and controlled evaporation remove nearly all remaining moisture. This transformation turns a flowing broth into a stable, concentrated form, locking in taste while preventing spoilage. The result is a dense, granular material that can be further dried and milled into fine powders or granules. These final particles represent the heart of industrial seasoning production, highly concentrated, long-lasting flavor bases engineered for instant rehydration. Such dehydration technology allows a single facility to produce tons of these dry ingredients daily, creating the complex, multi-layered taste profiles found inside seasoning packets that transform plain noodles into a complete meal in minutes. The journey of instant noodles begins with the base itself. In massive stainless steel vessels, a thick, pale mixture of wheat flour, water, and other starches is carefully blended and kneaded under precise conditions. This dough-like base forms the foundation for the noodles, engineered to achieve the perfect texture that holds up after drying and quick rehydration. At the same time, the rich, savory character of many varieties comes from poultry. Enormous quantities of birds are processed daily, plucked, cleaned, and prepared in vast numbers. These raw materials are systematically broken down to extract deep, meaty flavors that become the backbone of concentrated broths and seasoning blends. Together, the carefully developed noodle base and the protein-rich poultry extracts create the complete sensory experience that makes instant noodles so satisfying. This dual foundation, simple yet precisely engineered carbohydrates paired with intense savory depth, is what turns a basic packet into a full meal in minutes. After initial processing, poultry moves into vast chilling and holding areas. Thousands of birds, now plucked and cleaned, hang in organized rows on specialized metal racks that fill enormous refrigerated rooms. This stage is essential for bringing the carcasses down to the right temperature quickly, which helps preserve freshness and prevents bacterial growth while firming the texture for the next steps. Workers in full protective gear move methodically through the facility, shifting racks, inspecting quality, and directing the flow of product through the production line. Every carcass is handled with precision under strict hygiene protocols. The scale here is staggering. Modern poultry facilities routinely process hundreds of thousands of birds per day. The meat, bones, and trimmings from this stage become the source of deep, authentic savory flavors. Through extended simmering and extraction, they yield rich broth concentrates that are later dehydrated into the powerful seasoning powders found in instant noodle packets. This careful journey from whole birds to concentrated flavor is what gives many varieties their satisfying restaurant-quality taste that consumers have come to expect. Deep inside the facility, the real scale of poultry preparation becomes visible. Dozens of workers in full protective gear stand shoulder to shoulder along long stainless steel tables, processing enormous quantities of birds by hand. They carefully sort, trim separate cuts, and inspect each piece with practiced efficiency. This labor-intensive stage ensures that only the highest quality meat and usable parts move forward, while bones and trimmings are directed toward flavor extraction. Every carcass is handled under strict hygiene standards in a highly coordinated environment. The volume is immense. Facilities like this transform thousands of birds every hour into precisely prepared components for the global food supply. Later, these same proteins reappear in finished dishes. Tender pieces of meat stir-fried with rice, vegetables, and aromatic seasonings delivering the savory satisfaction that consumers crave. Whether eaten as a complete meal or hidden inside seasoning packets, the journey from raw bird to flavorful ingredient is what gives instant noodles their rich, authentic taste. This combination of meticulous manual work and industrial scale is the hidden foundation behind the convenience and flavor we take for granted every day.